So sa tingin niyo ano bang reason sa slump na 'to? Or maybe they're just finding the groove, no?
Siyempre sa mata ni Doc Rivers, hindi pa rin siya ang may kasalanan niyan. I don't know, for some reason, kapag nagkakaroon ng issue yung mga teams na kino-coach niya, lagi ang sisi niya is about circumstances, about his players. Siguro ang ano lang siguro ang hindi ko lang masisisi sa kanya is yung downfall ni Ben Simmons eh. Parang ayaw niyang mag-take ng responsibility. Yun din yung naging ano sa kanya ni JJ Redick in national TV, kinall out siya na
Pinoy yata yan si Coach Doc eh. Allergic sa accountability. We're gonna get there later. So, okay. Then,
the issue of the Milwaukee Bucks is it's really the coaching, because yung coach nila before si Doc Rivers is si Adrian Griffin. First time coach lang din yon. And based sa number of games na nilaro ng Bucks during the coaching period of Adrian Griffin and Doc Rivers, mas marami ng wins yung under the coaching of Adrian Griffin. Nag-inarte lang kasi to si Giannis eh. Okay na sana si Mike Budenholzer. Yun ang nagdala ng championship sa kanila. And the defensive mindset of that team nung championship nila is different from this one.
yeah, also surprised about that move to to cut ties with the coach. So, kasi effective naman talaga siya eh, no?
Oo, parang nag-fail lang siya ng isang playoff season. So, nagkaroon din naman ng injury si Chris Middleton at that time. So, and while they're playing the playoffs, yung kapatid ni Mike Budenholzer namatay. So, malamang yung focus niya that time is hindi ganun kaganda. They took it against him. So, ewan ko.
Sa tingin mo ba, Tom, kasi is it too early to judge that decision to, going back to back siya to, to acquire Damian Lillard? Parang marami silang nag-give up nung tinrade nila for Holiday, di ba?
For me, it's a win for Boston. It's a loss for Milwaukee. And narip naman nila yung reward dahil doon.
Yeah,
doon sa Boston.
champion
diba?
sila.
Kung kailangan pa nila ulit magkaroon pa ng isang piece. Kasi parang lumalaylay yung performance ni
si Middleton.
Tsaka si Portis. Totoo
Hindi,
yan.
sa akin kasi I think hindi complementary si Dame Lillard kay Giannis. Si Dame Lillard kasi point guard and siya, ball dominant na point guard. Hindi siya katulad na for example si Steph. Kung ilagay mo si Steph sa box, mas may enhance yung skills ni Giannis kasi off ball si Steph, 'di ba? Si Giannis din ball dominant din na player. So, kailangan nila ng touches pareho para magkaroon sila ng maayos na rhythm sa game. Pag magkasama sila sa isang floor, nagkakapaan silang dalawa kung sino ang mas maraming touches. Especially si Dame, sanay siya nung nasa Portland siya na siya lahat, di ba?
Yeah, he's the main guy, yeah.
Oo, di ba? So, and then si Giannis naman, sanay nung solo siya, sanay din siya na sa kanya papasa lahat yan. I think dun sa sa play style nila, it's not really complementing each other.
Sa tingin ko, napatunayan yan ni Kyrie Irving with Luka Doncic. I believe it's really a matter of yung taking each roles, being comfortable together on the court, and talagang malaking impact yun kapag kasama din yung balasa ng players, pati na rin yung coaching. Pero I guess early days ni Kyrie Irving sa Boston, ganun din siya eh.
Pero yan, good call yan yung sinabi mo na si Kyrie Irving is ganun kasi din before. However, si Kyrie kasi may experience na siya as a second option when he was in Cavs with LeBron, which si LeBron, ball dominant player din si LeBron, di ba?
Exactly.
So, siya, alam niya na kung paano i-balance yun pag meron na siyang kasama na ball dominant star like Luka. Yun din yung maganda sa Mavs kasi yung coaching ni Jason Kidd kay Kyrie and Luka, nako-complement nila yung each other kahit na pareho silang ball dominant guards.
Talaga, it's a matter of time din.
It's too early to judge it. I'm gonna give them like 4 or 5 seasons together. Kasi ngayon, third pa lang yata, di ba? If I'm not mistaken. Season. Yeah, third pa lang.
Third
so,
season.
Yeah. Be a bit more patient para sa mga Bucks fans natin dyan.